Hello once again and welcome to Walk Talk, everybody. Welcome to Walk Talk. I do have a phenomenal show for you. I think it's going to bless you. Well, I know it's going to bless you because it's the Word of God. Yes. All right. So apart from that, guys, go ahead, understand that once again that I am still on the Facebook platform, but I have directed my show towards YouTube as well. So if you are looking for my shows, you like Nancy, if you are subscribed to my YouTube channel, you will get the notifications of when I post. If not, I usually just post the message on the Walk Talk page. So that's why you have to go to the Walk Talk page to see that if and when I have posted something on YouTube for you to watch. All right, so that's how that is going on right now. That's the changes we have going on. So don't be shy. Go ahead and go to the YouTube. It's Walk Talk with Nancy. All right, so that's how you will catch me on my shows. All right, from now on. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. And so the show that we have tonight is actually called. All right, let's do our drum roll. It is called Faith It or Fake It. Which should we do? And how we can do both, if any. If any. Can we fake it? Can we faith it? Which can we do and how we can do both? Or should we do any? All right. So that is our title for today. That is what we're going to talk about today. All right. So let's get started with that. All right. So we know that, when it comes to having faith, right? It could be one of the hardest things that we can do. Hey, Antoine. Hi, James. Hi. Welcome to Walk Talk. Okay, so we can do that very easily. Faking it, we can do it even much more easily. Like it's nothing to fake the funk. Like we see it happen all the time, especially us being on a social media platform. 99.99 8% of us at times we put our best face forward. That's why it's called Facebook and or Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, whatever it is that you are using as your social media platform. It is easy for us to fake it on these on these social media pages, and so we find ourselves at time get disappointed. Okay, we find ourselves getting disappointed when what we are faking is not matching our where we want to be, where we really want to go. Okay, so therefore we get disappointed, we get upset, we get into this realm of, okay, well, I tried my best, or I tried to bring forth this thing that I was thinking about. Like if I wanted to show that I was the most loving, caring, productive man in my marriage, we fake it. We post these beautiful pictures. We post these beautiful vacations. We post this beautiful things that we do that shows that we are these great husbands and great wives. And then a month later or 2 years later or 4 years or whatever later, God forbids, you end up in a divorce or you end up in a separation. And then the news hits. I'm a witness. And then the news hits social media or whatever. And you're like, oh my God. Like I had no idea. But then you go back and you start strolling the people's pages and you're like, okay, well, they looked really happy. Yeah, they vacationed like every 2-3 weeks. The children looks happy. So what happened? What happened was there was a faking notion going on behind closed doors. There was something deeper, something in the core that was going on that could not, especially last through the faking process. Okay, especially if there was work that needed to be done in that marriage. The faking, hi Darlene, hi Darlene, thank you so much. The faking could not last. The faking could not press forward. The faking did not have foundation. Okay, the faking did not have substance. So now you have a husband and a wife that now has to go ahead and tell their children, hey, we're getting a divorce, have to go to their parents, their family, and say, hey, it didn't work out. So now they have to explain why. They have to go into, the depth of why, or even attend a counseling session, or, hopefully they take that route, to have counseling sessions where they try to explain the situation to a stranger to get to the core issues, to fix whatever it is that was going on in their relationship. Okay, so now when you have, that's an example for a marriage. If you have an example for a business, let me use that for example for, you have a person that is pursuing a business. Let's say, for an example, they want to be, they want to be a hair designer. Okay, let's just use that for an example. So they want to be a hair designer. So they are, starting in the process of doing hair, but that's not an area where you can fake it too long. You cannot fake being a hair designer for too long, because eventually somebody's going to tell you, hey, that don't look cute. That don't look right. So that has a very limited time, because somebody's going to point out that what you're doing or the work that you're putting out is not nice. It's not acceptable. So now you have to go back to the drawing board. If the business is something that somebody cannot see, that is not visible, now you are having to produce something that is tangible, which is a revenue. So now if you are in a business and you're faking that the business is going so well, and you're faking that, you're out here and you're doing this and you're popping that, and you're doing all of these things in the business realm, but now your living situation doesn't match. Your finances doesn't match. And then when you go to family members or you go to friends and you have to ask, for assistance, financial assistance, they're like, wait a minute, you look like you're balling out of control, like you balling on social media. So how come you balling on social media, but now I have to come and help you financially? So now faking it is going to expose you. Okay, it's going to expose the real thing that is going on underneath it all. Faking it is going to expose you in front of your family, in front of your friends, in front of your colleagues, because there is definitely just let me tell you, you can only go so far with faking it. So far. Even when you're trying to be with someone and you're trying to get in a relationship, for those that are single, you're trying to pursue a person. If you are in that thing for the wrong reason, if you are pursuing that person for the wrong reason, and you're just faking it, you're faking about your life, you're faking about what you're doing, you're faking about the job that you said you have, you're faking. Eventually that person is going to going to blow up in your face. And then what? And then you're put in a position now where you have to explain the reason why you're faking. You have to explain the reason why you felt the way you felt, why you did the things the way you did, why you act the way you act. You have to try to now have this person or have this thing or have this company, this business, your teacher, your lawyer, whatever it is that you were faking, and now you have to prove yourself. You have to prove to that thing, you have to prove to that person that you are trustworthy. Because one of the things that goes along with faking is that whoever you're faking it with lose trust in you. That trust is out the window. That trust goes left. especially once you are exposed, especially once that truth comes out, the trust goes out the window. That person, that thing, that oh yeah, I know so and so. Oh yeah, that is yeah. No, that's not what's really going on. And that's going to become your story. So now, what is the difference between faking it and faithing it? When you are faithing something, it is completely different than faking it. Okay? When you go from, I'm no longer faking this stuff, now I'm going to fake this stuff, what happens is there is a switch, that there's a move that is made in your life. There is a move that is made in your thinking. Your whole thinking process goes from, I'm not sure, because when you're faking something, it's, I'm not sure, but I'm just going to do. When you're faithing it, is, I don't know, but I'm going to do. Listen, I'm giving y'all some nuggets. You went from, I'm not sure, I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just going to act like I know, to, I don't know, I'm trusting God, and I have faith that wherever He leads me, it's going to turn out right. I'm just going to move in what God is doing, rather than I'm not sure, I'm doing what I want to do. You see the difference? So when I'm faking it, I'm relying on my own understanding. I'm relying on my own works. I'm relying on my own doing, because I have to prove something to somebody. So I'm faking the moves. I'm faking everything because I have to prove something to somebody. But when I am faking it, it's not about a person. It's not about a thing. It's not about my destination for myself. But it is, I am moving by what God is telling me. I am moving in God. I am moving in faith. I am moving. If He tells me to go left, I'm going left. I don't understand how. I don't understand why. I don't understand what He's doing. But I just have faith that God is the author and the finisher of my faith. So therefore, I'm moving by where He's leading me, how He's leading me, and where He wants me to go. So now you went from self to, I'm surrendering. I'm giving it all to you, God. I'm saying yes to your will in your way. That is the difference. And I know it is hard. Listen, I am probably, I was talking to a friend a couple of days ago, I think a couple of nights ago, and I told him, I said, one of the biggest things I know that God worked with me in my walk with Him is in my faith. Because listen, I have control issues. I have control issues. So for me to let go and let God, like, that had to be one of the hardest things that God had to, oh, Nancy, let go. Yes, okay, Lord, thank you. All right, Lord, I'm letting go. 2 seconds later, Nancy, did not tell you to let go? Yes, I know you did. I know you did, Lord. But, I kind of sort of got a plan. I kind of sort of, think this might work. And the Lord's like, yeah, all right, hold on, go ahead. Go have your plan. I'm just going to sit right here. When you mess up, just come right back and let me know. And that is me wanting to do things on my own, hoping and thinking that I would have the understanding and the patience. And then God's like, no, I'm not telling you to go left. I want you to go right. I want you to follow what I am telling you, regardless of how it looks, regardless of where I tell you to go, regardless if it's storming outside, regardless if listen. If I'm sending you, trust and believe you will make it to your destination. And I know, guys, it is the hardest thing to do is to let go and let God. It is the hardest thing to do. But if you don't believe it and believe that God got you, then something called fear kicks in. And the word of God say that I do not give you the spirit of fear, but of power and love and of a sound mind. Now, keep in mind, if you believe in something and fear comes in, fear brings doubt. And when fear brings doubt, doubt brings complete shutdown. I'm scared. I ain't doing it. This don't look right. Oh my God. Like this business was supposed to take off a long time ago. This entity was supposed to take off a long time ago. I'm doing, Lord. And the enemy say, yeah, I told you. I told you it wasn't going to work out. And the fear starts to. And that's when you have to go back to, Lord, I trust you. Lord, I have faith in you. I don't want to fake this anymore, because I can still keep on faking like everything is well. I can still keep faking like I have 20,000 clients. I can still keep faking like that man loves me. I can still be faking like that woman loves me. I can still be faking till I turn blue. But until I said, you know what, God, I am not going to be fearful of what I see. I'm not going to doubt that you're telling me, to go left and for me to have fear in that. I'm not going to doubt that. I'm going to follow. And I'm going to allow you to lead me. I'm going to allow you to direct my path. And once you can, out talk those talks, those little things, you out talk those talk. That's what you do. You out talk them, because baby, listen, those talks will come. Those little chitter chatter in your ears, they will come. The enemy will sit there and tell you everything and anything. I mean, listen, that man don't love you. That woman don't love you. Them children hate you. That job ain't doing you no good. Oh no, you're gonna lose your job. Or you're gonna quit your job and go start a business. You sure is the Lord that told you to quit your job and start a business. Oh, that contract, you're not gonna get that contract. Don't even bother getting that contract. And then this is when, again, you have to go to the foundation of it all. First of all, listen, you got a whole lot of prayer. To have faith, y'all, your lifestyle of praying has to be like, not up here, like up here. You cannot be someone that is walking by faith and not by sight and not be a person of prayer. Because again, that doubt in the talk, in the words from your friends, from your family, from your children. Mommy, no. Daddy saying no. Mama saying you crazy. You have to be in prayer so you are able to now say, okay, God, I need strength beyond what I see. I need to see beyond what I see. Like, I see the cloud forming, Lord. I hear the thunder roaring, but I don't see no rain, Lord. So that's where you have to go into prayer, like the man of God did. He got on his knees, he shoved his face between his knees, and he prayed. He's like, Lord, you said you was gonna give me rain. I want to see the rain. So this is where your prayer has to go even higher than your doubts. And then so your faith can be stabilized, because trust and believe when I tell you, the minute your faith comes in, your faith kicks in, and you no longer want to fake it. You're like, to hell with faking it. I don't want to fake it anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. I want something real. I want something consistent. I want a blessed marriage. I want my children healthy. I want my business to prosper. I don't want to fake it. I want to work hard and push towards this. Lord, I'm going to follow you. Trust and believe. The fear is going to kick in. And the fear is not you. I don't want you to think that the fear is you doubting what God is telling you. The fear is not you. The fear is the enemy. And he will use, again, any and everybody around you. So now you have to sit back and get in your prayer and get in your word and start reciting the word of God. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. You have to start speaking against what people might say about you. Let me tell you something. Last Sunday, my pastor, Steve Monroe from Kingdom Living United, my church, he was preaching on the power of words, the power of the tongue. And y'all, let me tell you, after that, we broke into a prayer. And that prayer was like another, 20, 30 minutes after the preaching. Because what we felt is that the power of words can break anybody down. I don't care who you are. If someone have said something against you and that word is released upon you, sometimes it will take a counter attack of praying. It will take you seeking the face of God to break the bondage, to break the curse, to break whatever has been released against you. You get married to your man, somebody say, that marriage will never last. That is a word that was released in your marriage. So at times, if you see your marriage is like, going down the drain, it's because a word has been released. Sometimes it's not the man. Sometimes it's not. It's just so many people going and coming against what that union was. So now you have to pray against that thing. You have to seek the face of God for that situation. You go into business and you have haters. Okay? Excuse me a second. You go into business and you have haters. You have those that just did not want you to prosper. Guess what? They're talking about you. They're talking about your business. Oh, so-and-so went into business. Well, you know what, honey? I don't know if they're going to last because you know what happened last year with the last business they did, So those are words that are spoken against you. So those words now meet with the fear, meet with doubt, can bring you down. So the counterattack of that is a praying life, is a life that is truly seeking the face of God in that situation. That is your counterattack. That is the way you overcome that situation. You don't fight by flesh. You don't go to TT and them. You're like, I heard you talk. No. You don't go and start nothing. You get on your knees. The war is fought on your knees. So you want to move forward. You want to move to faith, and you want to move glory to glory. Guess what? You have to seek and you have to go through the man himself that gives you the strength to elevate into different realms, into different dominions, into different height. And that is to seek the face of God. So, faithing it or faking it. Again, the saying says you can fake it till you make it. You can fake it till you make it. But really, truly, that's the hard way out. That is the hardest way out. You don't want to fake it till you make it. Hi, Stefan Ray. Hi. You don't want to fake it till you make it. You want to make it in faith. You want to make it through faith. Forget about faking it to making it. You don't have the time for that. As men and women of God that is seeking to go into new heights and new dimension in God, you don't have time to fake it because that's not our model. That's not where we should go. That's not how we should move forward. We have to make it through God. We have to have faith in God to get to our destination. Trust and believe. I believe it was, please don't, don't judge me if I get this mistake. I think it was Jesus that had sent two disciples. I'm not sure if it was Paul or Peter. Listen, I don't remember. But he told them, do not take anything with you. I'm going to send you into this town. When you get there, you're going to find a horse. You're going to find everything you need. Do not take the clothes. Do not take shoes. Do not take anything. Go barefoot. When you get there, you will find all that you need. They could have been like, yo, listen, Jesus, listen. About that, right? We're going to need some shoes when we get there. We're going to need some things. So we're just going to throw some things in the bag. If we get there, we get there. They have it great. If not, then we already ready. But that wasn't the case. God already provides, guys. God already provides everything that you need wherever he is sending you. If he is sending you, he already has provided everything that you need. Trust and believe when I tell you, you will not lack no good thing if God sends you. Now, if you're faking it and you're going on your own and you're proceeding on your own, then now you have to bring the extra clothes and the extra shoes and the clothes and everything else, because now you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how it's going to happen. You don't know if it's going to happen. You don't know that, you have no idea. So now you have to go through the necessities. You got to go through the all the changes. You got to hope and okay, well, you know what? This might go right this time. I don't know. But if you now knowing that you are going with God, if now you know that you are proceeding, you are moving with God. If you know God is saying, baby girl, this is where I want you to go. This is how I need you to move. Trust and believe. You do not have to fear anything. If he says, I don't want you to take not even a glass of water, best believe that every step that you take, somebody's going to bring you a glass of water. Because he will not send you where he cannot protect you. He will not lead you where the path is not already completed. And everything that you need is already in that destination. Trust and believe. You can choose to fake it. But when you're faking it, you're going to be tired. You're going to be thirsty. You're going to be hungry. You're going to be stressed. You're going to be overwhelmed. Because it's not real and it is not God when you're faking something. But when you are faithing it, when you are faithing that thing, God is going to provide you with everything that you need. Everything that you need for that path, for that work, for that business, for that connection. I mean, let me tell you something. I have, not to boast, I have 2 degrees and so on, and a couple of whatever certificates. What I have done in the past month, people that I have encountered, things that I have gone into in the past month in my life, my degrees have not led me to it. My education have not led me to it. It was divine connection. It was all divine protection. It was all God telling me, go here, go there, do this, do that, meet with this person, say yes to that one, say no to this one, don't even think about that one, block this one. It was all divine appointments. In divine connections. It was not me. It was not me on my own understanding. It was not me on none of me. So that's why I said that if you are going to, you can fake you can fake it. Fake it. But when you are faithing it, when you're saying, Lord, wherever you lead me, I will follow. When you call me, I will answer. You okay? Please, Lord, show me how to know your way. My soul says yes. All right. But you get the idea. You get the idea. If he's the one leading you, trust and believe. He will not leave you astray. Yes, hi, Pastor Steve. All right, so my pastor said, yes, Lord, teach us to trust you. It's not easy, guys. I know it's not easy. It is not an easy task to say, yes, God, I'm going with you. Yes, God, I'm doing your will. Yes, God, I'm moving forward in you. Yes, God, I don't see it yet, Lord. I'm looking kind of sick here. I'm looking kind of crazy. I'd rather look sick in front of people and doing God's will than for me to fake it so well and not doing nothing for God. I'd rather look sick. I'd rather look crazy, knowing that I am moving in the things of God and I'm doing the things of God. I'd rather do that than for me to be fake prospering, fake moving, fake happiness, fake hope, fake this, fake that, and then I'm not going nowhere in my life. Give me God's way. I'll take it anytime. Anytime. I'd rather go the way of God. Because, honey, faking it eventually will catch up with you. That man that you're faking to love, he will realize it and he will leave you. That woman, she will realize it and she will leave you. That company will shut down. That business will shut down. Those children will start acting looking crazy because you're faking it. But when you are faithing it, guys, and you're moving in the things of God, and you're believing and you're trusting what and how God is telling you to move, the end result will blow your mind. It will blow your mind. I don't know where I'm going to be 5 months from now, 6 months from now, a year from now. I don't know who I'm going to be. I don't know what platform God is going to elevate me. But one thing that I know is that I would rather doing it in God, in faith, than for me to do it in the world and faking it. So my final thoughts for you guys. Again, it is easy, very easy, to fake it. Anybody can fake it. Anybody. It doesn't matter. Faithing it is hard. It is hard because you have to trust in something you cannot see. You have to trust in a hope. You have to trust in God. You have to trust in sometime in a word that God released to you. And at times, because you don't see it, because you do not see it at times, it can come with doubt and fear. It can come with you not being sure. You're not being, you being scared. I get it. My brothers, I get it. My sisters, I get it. I've been there and I've done that and I've lived it. But this is where you and God have to be in a place where what he said to you, nobody can uproot it. You and God have to be in such a cahoots. You and God have to be in such a foundation that not your mama, your daddy, your children, your husband, your wife, nobody will be able to call what God has said to you as a lie. You have to stay in your word. You have to stay in God. And you will see the manifestation of where he's taking you and what he's doing for you. You will see it. You will reap that harvest if you do not faint. Win that race, guys. Finish strong. Paul says, I have fought the good fight and I have won the race. So move forward in God, press forward in God, and move by faith and not by sight. Move by faith and not by sight. And I can guarantee you, you will see the manifestation of what God is doing in your life. And your children, your family, your friends, after it's all said and done, they will be like, ooh, that's so nice. So I will end with this, guys. Number one, God does not give us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And faith is and hope is the evidence of the things hoped for. Faith is the substance of evidence. You know what I mean. Faith is the substance of evidence of evidence of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. There you go. I got a whole bunch in here. But you get it. You might not see it, but it's coming. It's coming. All right, guys? All right. So that is our show for tonight. And I hope it blessed you. I hope it gave you something for the spirit, for the soul, for the nugget. I hope that it did something for you tonight. And of course, if you ever want to reach me for any platform, any speaking engagement, guys, you can always do so at WogTalkWithNancy@gmail.com, or you can inbox me here on Facebook, Instagram, Wog Talk on Instagram, Twitter, any and every platform. But most likely you may reach me even faster through my phone number, which is 305-910-7767, and you can book me anytime. I will travel. So book me for out of state, out of the country, who knows? All right, but I am available, so just hit me up, let me know, and I will be more than happy to come and speak at your church, your women's conferences, your panel discussions, any platform that you want me to come to. All right, guys, so I hope this blessed you all. And of course, you know what I do for a living. If not, you already know that I am in the financial business industry, and so you can always see what I do at www.edendreamservices.com. More on the financial aspects of my business, and if you need credit repair, I do that as well. And so you can look me up at creditpowernow.com. All right, guys. Okay, so enough of that. I love you all, and thank you for watching. I so appreciate the support. And again, guys, most of my videos are going to be uploaded on YouTube. All right, so please go to Wog Talk with Nancy on YouTube, where you will see all my shows posted throughout the day. And I'll have midweek things that I post, so go ahead and take a look at it, or even see past shows with me and Jenny. Yes, those past shows are on YouTube. I know, get your laugh on. They were hilarious. All right, guys, so I love you all. And again, thank you for watching. God bless you, and good night. All right, good night, everybody. Bye.